According to positive psychology, being happy is sort of a balancing act between pleasure and gratification. Pleasure and gratification. What exactly does that mean? Pleasure and gratification. So the pleasure would be more like sensory, sort of like eating ice cream gives us pleasure, and we need some of that. On the other side, there's the gratification. When it comes to caregiving, I think that pleasure would be more like sharing laughter, sharing humor with your loved one, something that's lighthearted. And the gratification would be more in caring for your loved one, whether it's daily medicine or hygiene, or taking your loved one to the doctor and the doctor says, wow, you look great, you know, you're really getting good care at home. And that's very gratifying to hear, that all of your love and attention and effort is paying off. The other thing that comes to mind in balancing these two is empathy and compassion. And empathy is much more a matter of feeling what the other person feels. So a perfect example is that my daughter is very empathetic, and when she sees somebody get sick, like if they get nauseous, well, she becomes rather indisposed. And being compassionate is sort of like, well, here, let me show you. I use this example in my book, Compassion versus Empathy. And it's sort of like mother and infant. So if your infant has a cold or something, or let's say a fever, and you pick up your infant to comfort your infant from crying, it's not to cure the fever. It's not to cure the fever, it's just to comfort the child. So you're not taking on that sensory feeling, you just have loving kindness and compassion towards your child. It's a significant difference, because compassion sort of energizes you to be available for your loved one, for the person you're feeling compassion for. And of course we can have self-compassion. Empathy sort of makes you indisposed, as I said. If you get nauseous, or like my dad has incontinence and bowel incontinence, and yeah, it's a little icky, but my core value is to be available for him. And so when I feel compassion towards him, I'm available to help him with his needs when there's an issue. So a big difference. Instead of just sort of feeling kind of grossed out and, you know, not available, indisposed, I am available for him because I feel compassion for him, because he had the accident, because he needs the help. And when we feel that we're living harmoniously with our core values, we get this great sense of gratification from life. It's number 80. Do you remember your 80th birthday?
My 80th birthday?
Yeah, I think we went out to dinner. I have to check and see.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad, say happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
How was dinner, Dad?
Good, very good. I liked it a lot. Are we ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead. Big 80.
Okay, Dale. Hey, are you okay, kid? You wanted a Dale? Okay. All right. Here we go. Yay!
Cookie.